Jordan 3 black cats, New Balance black cats, Jordan 4s, SB Dunks, new shoes from TWIS, and so many other things to discuss. Welcome to a brand new series, which I have not got a name for it right now, but I thought I might as well start. Essentially what it is just going to be a weekly thing, which most YouTube channels do as it is, of me just discussing kind of sneaker news, releases, updates, and much more. So considering this is the first episode, sit back, relax, because we got loads of things to discuss. I don't know how I'm exactly structuring this, so if there's any suggestions or if there's any particular way you think I should do it, then leave a comment in the comment section down below, please. And of course, if you haven't already, then do subscribe. First of all, let's talk about the main big news, and that's about the release that's going to go down tomorrow. Jordan 3 black cats are finally coming back since 2007. Now, I'm a big Jordan 3 fan. It's definitely my top favorite Jordan silhouette. So loads of raffles have already, of course, dropped, and these are already loaded on the sneakers app in a full family size run for £190. So I believe this is a Leo drop, which stands for let everyone order. So it's open for 2 minutes. You can get as many entries in as you can, and then after the 2 minutes, Nike will... Did I actually just say that? Nike, I'm not an American. Nike would then start selecting random accounts after that 2 minutes. I remember when initial leaks were coming out for this shoe and no one was really feeling the lace, but I subtly think it's grown on me. I'm definitely going to be trying to get this shoe, of course, in hand. Like I said, I'm a big Jordan 3 fan. I'm not a big fan of that patterned leather across the bottom. For me, I just feel like if they switched it up to some other material, it would have just worked better. But of course, this is the first time we're getting a Jordan 3 black cat since 07. So can you really complain? It's got the Jumpman on the back. I would have preferred the actual Nike Air logo, but it is what it is. Yeah, so like I said, full family size run. So it's got the big kids for 115, little kids for 70, and then toddler for 55. I feel like these should be fairly an easy cop. I feel like they're going to sit. I don't know if they're going to go fully on sale, but we'll just have to wait and see. Sneakers will obviously be your best bet if you haven't already entered up all the raffles. And in terms of stock, there are loads of different rumors going around. So the main rumor is that there's going to be 210,000 pairs released worldwide, which I think is a generous amount for a GR release. And I'm sure the people that want to get their hands on it are going to get it. A lot of people aren't feeling it, which fair enough. If you aren't, you aren't. But I don't think they're going to sit on the sneakers app. I think they're definitely going to sell out. Speaking of sneakers, the rumored amount of pairs for the actual app is around 80,000. So again, I feel like it's a generous amount. People that are going to go for it are going to get it. I don't know. Now I'm kind of double guessing myself, thinking there might be some sizes sitting because of that high amount. But I don't know. Let's just wait and see. Again, these are just rumors. What actually happens might even surprise us, and the actual stock amount might even be lower. But let me know what you think of this pair. Are you going to be going for these, or are you just going to skip the release? Now, on the topic of black cats, New Balance are actually trying to jump on that wave. We have the New Balance 9060 black cat, hopefully releasing in spring 2025. I personally think these look really, really clean. Like 9060, if you don't know, are pretty much one of the most comfiest New Balances out there. So to have this in an all black colorway, I'm down. I would have liked if they've done some like kind of reflective design, like on the actual New Balance logo or around the back of the shoe. I feel like that would have made the shoe pop a bit more different. But hey, I'm down for this. I really want to see this release. A lot of people aren't feeling it from what I've seen, but I don't know, man. I think it looks quite cool. Now, see, I know they've done other kind of black colorways, especially in this silhouette, but I don't know. I would consider this more kind of a triple black colorway. And again, you can't really go wrong with something like that. I feel like spring is definitely a late release for these. I feel like if they dropped it around the winter time now, last month, it would have worked better, because that's generally when people wear darker shoes. To the back end of spring, when you get to summer, that's when kind of the white starts coming out and kind of more of the vibrant colors. But hey, I think this looks nice. 9060, like I said, pretty much one of the most comfiest New Balances out there, and to get in a triple black kind of black cat colorway, I'm down for that. Now we got a closer look at the anticipated Jordan 4 white cement. In my current collection, I don't have any lighter colors 4s as it is, so I feel like this is definitely going to be a cop, especially with the summer. And with that said as well, we're looking at a release date of May 24th for these. This is obviously a classic shoe, there's history behind it, and for it to be back finally, that's going to be amazing. It's going to come in a full family size run, and it's going to have the splatter on the back of the heel tab as well, giving it that kind of full white cement look. And yeah, these look actually really clean. Speaking of the shoe, the last actual proper release was 2016, and obviously we're getting it back now, but it seems like someone went to buy it. So someone actually went out of their way to buy what seems to be slightly yellowed out stains on the actual netting of these Jordan 4 white cements. Now, I'm not gonna lie, according to this, you got it for $210, which is an absolute steal considering how the market is. However, considering the fact that they're also now re-releasing soon, you could pretty much pick up for retail a brand new pair. But I mean, come on, if you're gonna buy that and sell it now, that would definitely be a smart move, because then when you do buy it for retail, when it does come out, you've technically kind of paid off for the shoe, so it's kind of technically free. Is the mathin? I don't know, is it? A lot of people are actually going for it in the comments. They're talking about how you can get a 2016 pair for cheap. They're thinking it's UA. Buddy, come on now. Who's gonna tell him? Hope they don't crumble and separate on you. Like, why are people hating, bruv? Man copped a steal, to be fair. I mean, personally, if it was me, would I buy it? Nah, I'll definitely wait for the actual re-release. But I don't know, you tell me, what do you think? Was this a steal cop or a silly purchase? Staying on the topic of Jordan 4s, obviously we know Nigel Sylvester is dropping his new Jordan 4 collab this year, and we have a first look at the shoe in hand. The release date apparently is March 23rd. Personally, I'm not feeling these. These are called the Firewood Orange. I don't know, for me, the orange is just too much, but I do like the little details of what they have done. So they've obviously got the little small swoosh right at the front. They've changed the back to bikey air. And I believe the netting is not actual netting. It's kind of that rubber netting which they used on the wet cements. Either that or I'm bugging. I feel like they missed one trick though. On the outsole of the wrote bike instead of Nike, I feel like that would have worked better. Yeah, like on feet, I guess if you could pair it with something, it would work. But personally, I'm not really feeling it, man. It's like some people are actually calling it sneaker of the year. For me, considering how stacked 2025 is, I'm not really feeling that. But if it is for you, it is for you. Like obviously we know Nigel Sylvester's collab quite a lot with Nike as it is. He's done his RM models this year. His Jordan 1 low coming out this year as well, sorry. So yeah, there's a lot coming up this year. So to call this shoe of the year, I don't know, man. I don't know, it's probably one of the shoes that we just have to see in hand. Maybe the materials are quite premium on it, but personally for me, the colorway is a bit hard to wear. Flipping back to Jordan 3s, I feel like this is going to be an exciting cop. A Ma Maniére is back with another collaboration. They've done the whole while you were sleeping pack. They've got other shoes coming up. The A Ma Maniére hype has died out, so I don't know what they're doing, but I like what they're doing with this shoe. A Ma Maniére Air Jordan 3 diffused blue. Now this looks sick. I don't know, the colorway just looks really clean. Obviously they haven't used elephant print. They've kind of gone for this fabric style, which obviously they went with their kind of OG Jordan 3. The sail outsole looks really nice as well. Overall, this is a very nice clean summer shoe. And always I like what A Ma Maniére does with kind of the quilted design around the sock liner and the actual insoles. It seems that they've gone for a blue insole here. I don't know, I feel like these look really clean. March the 15th isn't that far, so these would definitely be a cop. And I really do like this comment here, but it's giving Rare Air vibes. Obviously we've got the Rare Air pack kind of coming out this year as well. So yeah, definitely one to be part of the collection. I really like the fact that they use the Nike Air on the back. Colorway looks clean. Yeah, man, I think this might be the year A Ma Maniére comes back. Speaking of Rare Airs, the Jordan 4 Rare Air was in fact rumored to release in summer, I believe. Well, now it's more confirmed that it's going to be releasing in spring, so we're going to be getting it much sooner than expected. Boy, 2025 is going to be peak on the bank account, man. Jordan 4s for me aren't always the best shoe to go for, but I'm a big fan of these. I really do like what they've done with the color blocking style and kind of inverse of the actual patch there on the tongue. I don't know, for me, in comparison to the Nigel Sylvesters, for me, this is definitely a much more important cop. I mean, out of all the 1s, 4s and 3s that are dropping from the Rare Air pack, and me being such a appreciator, let's say, of Jordan 3s, I feel like the 4 Rare Airs, they're the best out of the whole pack. Obviously, you got the OG style Nike Air on the back there. That's a big dub. The color blocking of the bottom of the outsole, the sail just along there, everything just looks so clean about this shoe, man. Stepping away from Jordan brand, do you remember those Air Max 95s pinks that dropped? That was way back in 2020, and now they are back 5 years later, scheduled to be dropping April. This is a very clean Air Max 95. I don't know what the whole thing is with Nike this year to be just releasing loads of things. Like 5 years ago to me isn't even that long ago. So yeah, a lot of things is happening this year. Is this the top of the price list for many people? I don't know. But if you're an Air Max 95 collector, then probably yeah. Because the resale for these are definitely crazy. And I think Kim Kardashian did play a part in that when she did wear them. So a lot of hype kind of got generated from that. I'll probably be definitely copping this just to have a look. I can't imagine it selling out straight away, but we'll definitely find out more information about these shoes closer to the time. Now, we all know Supreme and Nike always come together to drop some crazy shoes. And of course, as you probably have heard, 2025, they'll be bringing back some dunks. This is every single SB dunk that's loaded to come up in 2025. These are obviously on-feet pictures. We've also got this white colorway, this kind of purple colorway, this kind of mazy gold colorway, blue colorway. I personally think the blue and the purple does look the best, probably purple above the blue. I'm not sure obviously fully what the materials are here. I feel like the white one just looks too plain. I kind of do like the texture and the look of these other models. Here we've obviously got a closer look of what the blue one is. Apparently it's called the Ocean Fog colorway, and it seems to be dropping in May 2025. I don't know if they're going to drop the whole pack together 1 week at a time, separate maybe 2 together. I don't know exactly what they're fully going to do, but just looking at a straight up look, we can kind of get more detailed ideas about this. You can kind of see some Supreme branding there just on the outsole right there. We kind of get a closer look at the materials as well. I think they've kind of gone for this kind of suede material, obviously thick laces, standard SB, padded tongue. But yeah, these materials do look very nice. Does look very clean. In terms of a look, I don't know, this blue pair is definitely growing on me, but I think the purple one is definitely still a top pick. I need some water, man. My throat's getting dry. Coming back to Jordan 4s, I feel like this is pretty much the most anticipated release. This is Jordan 4 undefeated. Big cop in my opinion. Like for me, I would rather go for these than the white cements. But apparently there's 2 rumored styles, which you've probably heard of, that's going about with these. One's going to be with the Nike Air on the back and one's going to be with the Jumpman. I don't care which one I get. Obviously, I prefer the Nike Air logo, but I'm not going to complain. This is a crazy shoe. It's finally coming out in a GR style release. I don't know exactly what they are doing in terms of the release, who gets the Jumpman and who doesn't. I don't know if one pair is going to be for FNF or it might be scattered stock, or it might be just a potluck style, kind of like how they've done with the Lock Dunks and the SB collab with Huff. Kind of moving away from actual physical shoes, as you probably heard last year, Nike and Lego were actually coming together to do a collaboration, and that's going to be set to drop later this year as well. As you can see here, someone's got some Lego style shoes on feet. I believe it was just actual Lego pieces that there was gonna, like, you can buy it and then construct your own style shoe. But here it looks like they're actually releasing an actual Lego style shoe. I'll be honest, I haven't heard much about this news, so it'll be very interesting to see what actually drops from the collab itself. Will I be copying? Probably not. If it does release like this, I feel like the hype will kind of be like the red big boots. Eventually when people start buying it, they'll be like, what the hell is this? And then everything's just gonna tank. Now, coming back to Jordan 4s, I feel like we've covered quite a few here on this episode. This is definitely a big cop for me as well. The Jordan 4 Cave Stones. Pretty much my sneaker grail, of which doesn't actually exist, was the Jordan 4 mockers from TWIS. Obviously, that was pretty much non-existent, so this is pretty much the best next alternative. The Jordan 4 Cave Stone is set to drop September 6th. I was always going to get the Taupe Haze, never hit it, and I was never going to pay resale for these, so definitely waiting for these to cop. However, one thing to note, and this comment makes sense of it wisely, slide 1, amazing, looks beautiful. You move to slide 2 and 3, especially slide 3, what the hell is that? I just hope this is the mock-up images, because even right there around the mudguard, bruv, look at this, beautiful, clean. What the flip is this? Looks like the whole color's been washed out. I mean, I would have had a Nike Air on the back than the Jumpman, but hey, it is what it is. Like even this second mock-up, like if you just look at the back here, you kind of got this black right around the back, and for some reason it transforms into white. What's going on? The shoes all over the place. I definitely do prefer the first slide than the other two. If it does drop like this with the white at the back, it's not end of the world as long as the rest of the shoe is a proper brown colorway. If not, then this is pretty much going to be the biggest disappointment of a release. Let's quickly talk about some upcoming releases in the next week. Obviously, we've got the Jordan 3s coming up, but next week itself on the 17th, we have the Travis Scott Nike Zoom Field Jacks Light Chocolate coming up. I believe this is obviously Travis's signature brand apart from the Jumpmans that he's obviously done. I think this colorway had come out initially, but it was very scarce, and now they're kind of doing a more wider GR release. I definitely do want to get my hands on these just to have a look at. I feel like it's a decently nice colorway. I'm not a big fan of the look and silhouette of these models, but hey, just to try it out, see what it's like comfort-wise, I'm definitely down for that. I'm surprised they didn't go for like any reverse swoosh branding. It just kind of got the Cactus Jack branding right there, and just on the back, you've got the Cactus Jack logo. If it wasn't for that, you'd probably just think it's just another Nike shoe. I really do like this special box. That looks really nice. I like how they kind of differentiated it from the Jordan 1 boxes that were coming out, because I feel like when it came out with the reverse mockers, they just kind of stuck to that pattern. It would be nice to see if for future releases they do change up the box. But yeah, let me know what you think of this shoe. Are you going to be copying it? I definitely do feel like if you are a Travis fan and you do want to try out this new model, this would definitely be the best shoe to try out. Obviously, it hasn't loaded on the sneakers app yet, but I'm sure it will load up closer to the time. Sticking to 17th January, we got a very interesting one dropping. Classic colorway. We have the Chicago colorway dropping in a Jordan 1 Low Golf Mule. I ain't a golfer. Some people are. Some people really do like the mule style where you can just slip on, slip off. It ain't cutting it for me because I know there's a Jordan 1 Low Chicago coming up later on this year. So if you're not a golfer, I feel like many people will be skipping this release. But considering it's coming out it's Jordan related. I thought might as well just cover it quickly. It's also apparently going to be quite a big year for TNs, otherwise known as Air Max Plus. On January 20th, we got the return of the Nike Air Max Plus Hyper Blue. So if you are from the UK, you know TNs are kind of a big shoe around here. This shoe I think initially released 2016, 2018. So for it to be back now, definitely a good cop if you are a TN fan. It's the 20th anniversary. That's why they're coming back. And they're also going to be coming back in OG colorways, such as the Sunset and the Voltage Purple. I completely did not know that. Then we have the Sunset colorway as well. So yeah, let me know if you are interested in these in the comment section below. Jordan 5s for me, I feel like a very comfortable shoe. I haven't got a lot, but we are looking at a Jordan 5 Earth, which is going to be released on the 22nd of January. I personally don't think this looks that bad. The only thing I feel like is letting it down is the tongue. Like, why is it golden? Why is it that color? I feel like the rest of the shoe looks fine. You got the stitch 23 right there on the side. And I believe this is a woman's only release. So the highest size will probably be a US 12W. Pretty much the last bit of shoe news that we're going to cover. The Year of the Snake pack is coming out. So we got the Jordan 5. We got a first look at it right here. Pretty much like a blank canvas style where it's just pretty much all shoe, same color. You got a bit of kind of color right there on the middle of the sole there, with kind of the flares coming out in multicolors. Overall, it's just kind of a one block color style. So yeah, this is just one look of the shoe. I believe these are set to be dropping 23rd of January. But again, I feel like that date might change. And again, in relation to that as well, we got the Jordan 11 low dropping on the same day as well as part of the pack. These look very clean. I feel like they look better than the 5s. I haven't really been a fan of Jordan 11 lows as it is, but if I was to pick one, I definitely would pick this colorway. I don't know, I think that looks really nice, even from the top shots and even to the back. The whole design of the shoe looks really cool. And with that as well, I think this is a few days later, we've got the Jordan 1 low, Year of the Snake dropping as well. Again, this looks really clean. Personally, I do think if I was to order it from what I've just seen now, it'd pretty much be the 11 lows, Jordan 1 lows, and then the Jordan 5s. I feel like with the tongue, they've kind of gone with this kind of teal bluish color hue. It kind of works. I think the soles are actually translucent as well. There is no bottom shot of the shoe, so it's hard to tell, but I feel like that's where they kind of matched that with the tongue. So yeah, I'm down for that. Soles look very nice with the actual shoe itself. And I kind of gone for this kind of snake skin effect on the tick itself. That looks really nice. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. It's the first time we've done this. Hopefully I can consistently stay with this series. We're gonna be trying dropping it weekly. If there's no news, then we'll probably have to skip a week, but let's see how it goes. If you did enjoy it, do hit the like button and do let me know what you want to see in the future of other videos in the comment section down below. And if you haven't already, make sure you do subscribe as well. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. Definitely do appreciate it. And I guess I'll catch you lot in my next one.